Okay. Audio, yes. Desktop, yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I am just going to wait for someone to say something in chat so I can make sure everything's good. I'll start this, see how it goes. Chased, all right, so we have the extension. But we also have really nice letters. So let's play a bingo. Very nice. Very good. Hey, I already have a game request. That's good news. From Oxygen. Yeah, welcome everybody. Just gonna start with this bot. What should I do here? I'm winning. I'm winning. I'm winning by some points. That's good. I want to win. Winning is nice. Do like gaze here. I get sort of my G to go here. But I draw into an O for Covey. I draw into some other stuff. All right. Cool. I want to accept. I hope so. Basically, hey Lola. So what I noticed in Will's stream is that after a while, the match request disappeared. So I don't want that to happen. So we'll see what happens there. All right, Viewy was played. Fair enough. Yeah, it's good to see Lola. It's been too long. It's been like a whole week. I haven't talked to like anybody. Costive doesn't take an S, does it? Hmm. So then what? Hey, Churro. How's it going? Yeah, exactly, WTF. Sounds about right. Okay, well, what am I supposed to do now? Because I don't see a bingo. And I'm only up by 12. And I have all these threats. So why don't I just play Voces? Score some points. Let me draw the other blank. Let's go. Yeah, so Montreal. The question is, how did Montreal go? um, Montreal went pretty badly in terms of Scrabble. Um, yeah, Montreal went pretty badly, but I had a great time. There was a bunch of people that came by to my home city, took them around town, had some really great social times, but sadly the Scrabble wasn't there for me. I won 6 games and lost 7 and had one bye because our division had an odd number of players in it. But oh, I have a really nice bingo here. But I had a good time. And I looked over all my games. So I've been doing Okay, calm down, bot. I'm just trying to think. I've been doing YouTube videos on tournament games. Um, and I haven't even finished my last tournament. And this is usually what happens to me. Like I delay the analysis of the games that I play, and then I get to the next tournament and I'm not done. And this was happening before I was making YouTube videos. And so it's just like a procrastination thing, I think. And so I think one of the issues with the YouTube content is that they can be condensed into shorter, more concise videos. Um, but the aspect of entering in the plays and simulating them and doing analysis that I haven't already like sort of done slows down the videos, and that's a good thing. It's like seeing things for the first time. However, I know that in the future I'm not going to want to do that when we have better ways to analyze games. It's going to be done, I think, in a much uh, more concise manner. So the game's already going to be there, and then we can review them. The problem with the current setup is that I have to like if I already analyzed the games, I have to either show the games on a website in a transformed content sort of manner, or I have to like go through the games and like click. Thank you for following Puri Ben. I have to like click the turns each time if they're already entered, which is kind of an issue. So, anyways, I've already looked through like all of my Montreal games, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to transfer those into YouTube videos. Um, anyways, but yeah, the Scrabble didn't go very well. I don't think I played very well. Um, yeah, there's some weird issues that I was having like strategically. So, yeah, whatever. I didn't expect to do very well. It doesn't work. But yeah, I heard all of you that were here on Tuesday with Will. Will had a fantastic tournament. He did really well, and yeah, it was really great to see Will and all the other Scrabble people. So what do I do here? Up by a lot, so I can do something like fine. I do want to get rid of this spot. I just didn't see a great like a great play here. I guess I could do like life. Um, yeah, I think I could just do that and be happy enough. All right. How's it going, tactics? So those are just joining. Yeah, there was a tournament last weekend that both of the uh, PlayScrabble.com influencers attended. So we had a nice get together. Some Scrabble was played over the weekend, and some fun was had outside of the Scrabble. And yeah, the summer is starting. It's June, everybody. Can you believe it's June? There are tons of really awesome things coming Scrabble's way through the summer. Two championships, um, events returning on the schedule. I'm doing some more match play. Yeah, a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff happening. Oh yeah, I'm close to Axe or typo. Am I not? Yeah. Well spotted, chat. Close to my own name. All right. So T-Poi. I could just play T-Poi and have no fear. I want to have no fear. That's what I want to do. How's it going, Ruby J? Anyways, yeah, with all that busyness, I haven't streamed outside of this these 2 hour chunks. And I'm hoping to get back into that groove. I definitely let some people down by canceling my run through of the 8 letter words at 12,000 or so of 28,000. But very, very soon I'm going to restart that grind on my personal channel. All right. So I want to go all the way down here, right? But doesn't seem to be a way to do that. Like subo, sub. Only letter that goes next to the UP is the S. Only letter that goes here is the B or the S. So that's not going to work. I can't even do a 3 unless I play use, which is not a good use of my S. And yeah, other than that, I can just play BO, which doesn't seem very good. No one likes BO. And then there's like on C for 30. I want to score some points. You call your Subaru the Sub? Wait, you have a Subaru? Is there a car I don't know? No, I know. I thought I knew of all of your cars. Wander 15. And hello. Hello, hello, hello. And yes, let me set up my bot. Thank you. What do you mean you're not sure what else? You have to be sure what else. If you have a Subaru, you need to know all the words. Yeah. Arbutus, Arbutus. I did ride in this vehicle. I just, for some reason, don't remember. Okay. What am I doing? Not a lot of vowels left. Okay, I guess I'll just do this. Oh. Ouch. Ouch is right. UW draw. Okay, well, bot's gonna do that. I don't really care. Yeah, I wanted to play Pog. I I usually know the vehicle. That's why I'm so surprised. Like I used to be obsessed with cars. I I'm I'm so confused that I don't know this. Okay, is this salvageable? Do I just play EWE? I think I do. Oh yeah, yeah. Yes. We did it. We did it, ladies and gents. No. It was blocked. Well, it wasn't a word, so what are you gonna do? All right, so we drew the Q, so it's a good thing we kept our 2 U's, right? Not. QU sucks almost as much as Q. I can play for 13 points. Congratulations. I can play suck. Suk. For a little bit more. And I can just keep. I can keep my Q. I mean, would I rather keep the Q or the G's? It's a pretty unanswerable question, I think. I should fish for like Quixotries or something. All right. Let's go. Two bad letters at a time. Two bad letters. So next turn we have to play 2 G's or a G and a U. Okay, which one are we doing? 2 G's or a G and a U? Well, what am I supposed to do? How do I do this? It's almost as if bad letters are hard to get rid of. Okay, I'm gonna make WTF happy. I'm gonna make WTF happy. He deserves happiness. I played egg. Not at all a good play. Oh, that's not terrible. Um, okay, 5 in the bag. No care in the world. I can't lose this. Some of you could lose this, not me. There's no way I'm losing this game. So, this looks like a really bad play. Yuridu. I could just play AI and just like, yeah, I'm playing this because it's basically an insult to my opponent. I'm insulting the Grandmaster computer by playing AI. Now it has to play like human or Josh or something. Wow. That's actually so funny. It just it just turned that's scary. That's really scary. It just turned my AI into brains. It used its artificial intelligence. That's really scary. I don't really know what to make of that. Uh, um, okay, just it's okay. Everything's fine. We're safe. We're safe. Breads isn't a word. Does this even leave me with an outplay? I don't think so. How do I go out into here? Sol? Maybe. But it might just block. No, I think I'm gonna go out. Yeah, that's really scary. Okay, good game. See, yeah, my thing disappeared now. So yeah, the thing that was happening to Will is happening to me. Yeah, better play Saul. But mono oxygen monobromide, yes. Thank you for resending the challenge. We shall now play a game of Scrabble. What better to do? Oh, okay, they're back. Hmm. Anyways, yes, what was I saying? Lots of fun Scrabble stuff happening. There's a super secret thing that Will and I are working on behind the scenes for you guys that you'll probably see the fruits of soon if you're following both of our individual Twitch channels. So I'll assume that everyone watching this is following me. So I'll just do this. So you can click on it and follow the channel if you haven't been. If you haven't been to Will's channel. Oh yeah, also see if his channel trailer works. Because he made a hilarious Twitch channel trailer. And I think he changed it or something. But yes, follow Will. Hi Gerchie, how's it going? Look at all those emotes. Wow. The channel trailer should work now. Well, feel free to post it in the chat. Because we got a nice classical game of Scrabble ahead of us. The 25 minutes per side, so ample time for people to watch videos on the side. You changed the Galabeas. Why did you change them? What was wrong with them? How's it going, Bynack? I think Bynack and I are rooming for one of the championships. So that's gonna be a party room, if you know what I mean, at the hotel. All right. So normally I would want to play this word, but sadly I have a Q, so I kind of want this U. So the alternative is just this play. But I'm kind of curious how often this U stays open for next turn. Because if it stays open pretty often, then it might not be so bad to get to shed the U, because I'm like sort of setting up the Q. If I draw an I for quid, A for quad, an O for quad. But it doesn't stay often open. After this play of feud or feud, by far the most likely scenario is a play coming down on the L column somewhere, which is pretty likely to block or get in the way of the setup. So, because of this, I think I am going to play feed. Notably, I can get rid of the Q this turn. I just don't have any great spots for it. So I'm going to hope for something better, because this jive play sets up a lot of hooks: an R hook, a D hook, an S hook, a Y hook. So those are likely to be problematic for me if I don't let them, if I don't block them with my own play. So hopefully I draw some vowel and I can, if I get an O, I get quad here. If I get an I get quid. If I get an A, I get quad, etc., etc., etc. So yeah, let's see what happens here. Oh, nice draw. That's very balanced for a Q draw. Um, you had to withdraw from a local tournament. Damn. Let's go. Okay, everybody watch that channel trailer. Um, yeah, Bynack, yeah, COVID's still a thing. Got to be careful. Got to make sure that we still don't spread it. Um, I think that oh, there's a local tournament too as well. Nice. I think that so far there's been at Scrabble tournaments there are a lot of older people. But so far I think at the Montreal tournament nobody has come down with a case. And so I think everybody's healthy, which is very good news, and hopefully that'll continue throughout the summer of Scrabble events. So we drew really well here. So if the L column is not taken or impeded upon, okay, shouldn't have said anything. I was going to put down the play of Quare, which has scored over 50 points. But as expected, something got in the way. So now we have the original plan of just playing quad, which looks pretty good. For 28, it's really hard to underlap this. Like you need very specific letters like I, T, E or something. So it's not really a defensive threat. I'm just going to look a little bit longer. I don't think I'm missing something from the C. Notably, there's the nice word vaquero or vaquero, which would be a content play for sure. But you're going to have to wait for the content till maybe later in the game, I think. And if there's some play here, like I would like quern to be a verb, but it is not. Queen as well is not a verb. So, oh, my Q has disappeared. That's like, I'm very happy with that. There's also potential plays here. Like I can play Aqua. I guess Aqua is worth considering for sure. The leave is better. DEOR, pretty balanced. Aqua does take an S and an E hook. I don't want to play the E right now. gonna play Aqua. It's to be slightly aggressive. Um, but I don't think this is really necessary. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play quad anyway. The leave is slightly worse, but score's better, and I think the defense is slightly better. So let's do this. Um, how did the tournament go? Yeah, the tournament not so well. Um, I went 7-7, I guess technically, but I only won 6 games. One of those 7 wins was a bye, so I lost more games than I won, and there's some rough games, but had a good time. And yeah, my streak of having a good tournament, then a bad tournament, then a good tournament, then a bad tournament is continuing, I think. Querida? Uh, I guess it's worth considering Vinac, but I don't really think it's good. Alright, so Geeks comes down. And yeah, maybe now I'm in some sort of a predicament. Because I don't really have any. I guess I have this play to score. But the leave is very bad. Yeah. I guess there's hero, slightly more palatable leave, but only 24 points. I'm gonna keep looking for a while here, but I think that Yar might be the best I have. So this is like a one move. I'm not like super actually I probably should be pretty concerned about the R hook. Because if opponent has an R, which is extremely likely since none have been played, and R is a good letter that people like to keep on their racks. And then has another consonant, such as a D, an F, I guess a G. Does that even have any words there? In any case, there could be some very high scoring plays here. But you need an R and you need a specific consonant to score really well. But if you have a T or an N, you're still scoring in the 30s. Maybe. So it might be better to just go for hero. Go from 0 to hero, I think. And just hope for a couple consonants, I guess. Tie the game up. Yeah. Yep, I'm gonna go with this. Alright, drew 2 consonants. Nice. Yeah, next tournament should be good. And that's gonna be an exciting one. It's gonna be a match play event, 4 players. Oh man. Alright, guess guess I kinda regret not playing ER now. Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty stacked event in Chicago in a couple of weeks. Yeah, in 2 weeks and a day, we're starting the event. Tons of games. I'm streaming it on the Axer Typo channel, and yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So, is there anything better than Azalea? Obviously, this scores well, but again, this H column threat is pretty large. So I'm giving a lot back. But there's nowhere to score even remotely close to that amount. So let's try to bite the bullet. Um, yeah. Yeah, 30 with that rack is pretty good. I'm just sort of worried now. Opponent has some nice consonants. I'm getting hit very hard here. And my plays next turn looking pretty good. I have lime for 43. Really making use of this unlikely spot. And if opponent does go there, what do I have? What is plan B? Melee? That's pretty good as well. Oh yeah. Tactics seeing a nice word here, I think. It's Collins only. But a nice word nonetheless. All right, I have some wine as well, if anyone is partaking. There was a cohort of players players that had visited Montreal for the tournament last weekend that stayed close to the venue. Um, and they bought a ton of groceries for themselves, and they didn't finish a lot of their food. And guess who got their food? I mean, that was probably the like better than any prize money I could even hope for. Is just getting all the leftover food for my friends. Like knowing that that's not going into the garbage, so I can eat it. Um, and just food. I love food, you know. Yeah, none of the meat though. So now I have part of the word that um part of the word that tactics is suggesting for 39, and it's kind of dangerous. Would be nice to, I guess I could just play mobile for a couple less to not create such a huge spot. So that's 37. Lime we said was 43. And difference in valuation, BEO is just not doing it. I do have like an immediate spot for it on this board, but once that goes away, or even if that doesn't go away, that's nothing good for me. Because it doesn't hit this spot at all. Yeah. So I'm thinking that playing mobile is worth it here. Just the point sacrifice. And yeah, we'll see. Hey, Blue Skies, how's it going? Your entire team's been out of the office? Wait, so what about that makes you want wine? Isn't like drinking wine sort of a social thing? You want to have people around. That's usually what I think. Like if no one else is drinking wine, I don't know why I'm drinking wine. All right, opponent thinks they're funny. Really, really, really good one. Good one, opponent. Don't you know the rule that everybody thinks is on the box rules in Scrabble, that you can't play the same word twice in one game? Anybody else think that that was a rule, or have people think that that was a rule when they were younger? Because I definitely had to tell a bunch of people no. What? That doesn't make any sense. Your friend told you that last weekend. Yep. Drinking wine to relax? Yeah, absolutely. That's another reason to drink it. But I think this is a very common thing. It's like a house rule that people have. And why is it? Like, I mean, we all know imitation is the highest form of flattery. And also, like, are people, I don't know, did someone, like, get really annoyed that someone was copying their words? I don't know. Like, copyright? Is it the same person that created, like, the concept of copyright that created this weird rule that I do not suggest anybody follows? Like, sure, quad could be considered my private property, but I mean, no. Parallel plays are illegal. Yeah, that's just a misunderstanding of the mechanics. Yeah, Lola's played with countless people. Okay. Gershie's parents insist on you can't play a word unless you know what it means. Yep. My parents insisted upon that when I was younger. Um, yeah, copy pasta. Finally, it's been like, how long have I been streaming? Half an hour. And we only had one copy pasta. It's pretty good. How's it going, best? 20 seconds. I Lola thinks that it's more like they think the hard part is thinking of words and how to spell them, so copying is cheating. That makes perfect sense to me. Perfect sense to me. I just had pasta, but I didn't have any copies for you guys this time. Um, yeah, what if you play a phony and then they play the phony and then you get to challenge their phony? Isn't that great? That could never happen with that rule. Okay, so Rax has played. I'm down two still. This spot's still looming large. I do want to play through this R. I didn't really see anything great originally. I could play me all. Like, this is such a bad play. 22 doesn't address anything. Doesn't address my rack. I mean, it does. Gets rid of duplicate I and the U, which are the two worst letters. My score is 22. My rack could go very wrong with IO. Doesn't adjust this spot, doesn't adjust this spot. Thinking I'm in a little bit of trouble here, potentially, with both blanks still out. I could also play Meow, which is slightly better than Meow. Uh, yeah. Hmm. Larum? Terrible. I'm super worried about a triple triple now that I know both blanks are out. Hmm. No fear. We must have no fear. I think I'm just gonna play Meow. Yeah, like what can I even do here? Alright. All you cat fans are gonna be happy. Um Best using Russian interesting Russian words in chat. Alright, Automod, thank you for that. So Varia comes down quickly. Opponent having challenged me to a 25-minute game. Not using much time. So I'm feeling the pressure. Hmm. So what do I do? I really want to play some tiles off here. There's no bingo, right? Leniting in title with two T's. Excuse me. Lenient to ease. I mean, I have tie-in, which might be better than matin. Might be worse. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, anti-line. Calvaria. What other extensions? Notably, no A's are left. Not many vowels are left. So let's try this. And we're running on fumes here. Opponent bingos. That is very bad news. WT. So extra T and a W on the rack. Oh wow, Bess. That's pretty cool. What does that mean? What do you think you were watching that finally got them into the algorithm? This is very, very important information for an up and coming YouTuber such as myself. I've been looking for mobile extensions here. I don't think there are any. Like maybe mobileness? Oh no, Gershi. Yeah, YouTube algorithm can use some refreshing for sure. We need more content. Yeah, we need more content. That's just it. That's just the reality. Okay, what am I gonna do? Okay. Like, what am I supposed to do now? I want to get rid of a W and a T. How do I do that without like playing something really dangerous, like unwit or twin? This is scary. Maybe I want to play off more letters. And again, try to go for that blank. Is this crazy? It's probably pretty crazy. Ties the game, blocks the S hook, vicious for blanks, doesn't leave any vowels. The problem with this is just for the board space in general. It's not too much of an issue for me comparatively if my opponent bingos with tie-ins. That opens some floaters, takes away some space here, but I still have this space. Now, if opponent bingos in this space, and I've played in this space, there isn't much space left. So I'm having second thoughts. But things are pretty desperate. I need to draw a blank, for sure, if I want to win this game. I could still do matin. I could still do unwit. I think I'm gonna play entwine. Seems a bit crazy to blow my rack up like that. It's for a specific purpose that we call turnover. That usually doesn't work out, by the way. Going for turnover, going for tile turnover. Hey, Henny Blank 01. Thank you, implied ampersand, by the way. Thank you also to Best for doing that. So the question by Henny is it advisable to play a longer word if it destroys a bingo stem? I think what you mean by that, actually, I don't know what you mean by that. Are you talking about it destroying my own letters or my opponent's letters? Because it kind of did both, right? I was blocking the easiest spot to play a bingo, which is almost always, if not just an open one letter on the board, foul to hook with a two-letter word. It's bingo ending in an S. That is the easiest bingo spot on the board usually. So I was blocking that and also kind of getting rid of my good letters, because the letters that I really need are still in the bag. So I drew one of the S's. So that's useful, but these blanks are so much more important than anything else at this point in the game. Because there's just a variety of specific spots that aren't super easy to play bingos in now. And having blanks really, really allows you to be as flexible as possible with those spots. And as well, if I did keep my good letters, which I've been doing for I think the past turn or so, where are they really going? Again, you kind of need an S hook for here, for here. I was mentioning that if the opponent does get a bingo there, sometimes I can play through that bingo. But I'd still be at a disadvantage there. So what I was basically hoping for with the play of Entwine is A, to draw a blank, and B, to potentially block opponent's bingo. They only played off one letter, so I'm hoping that means that the rack is good but not great, and that I just completely shut them down from bingoing, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, somebody is probably going to bingo at some point this game. Although if we continue down this path, that might not be true. But my calculation was just assuming that that was going to happen and trying to prevent my opponent from getting an easy one and trying to get my own. I think right now, I mean, it depends what opponent does, but this play is pretty good. See if they block it in any way or force my hand some other way. But yeah, bingo stems. Play a longer word or play a shorter word with less. Right. Yeah, that is an extremely difficult aspect of Scrabble strategy because it's so dependent on the board position and the score. And even at the highest levels, there are positions where you could go either way. You could play shorter and keep better synergistic letters, or you can play longer, score some more points. And everyone still gets that wrong from time to time. I will say that yes, you're correct that higher rated players do tend to play off more letters, but there are many reasons for that. And one of the main reasons for that is because they know more words. And if you know more words, you can work through the junk and you can keep scoring. Whereas when you're starting off and you learn the essential words, such as the ones that include the letters in star line, as you're mentioning, um, it's a lot better for you to potentially make a play that would be considered slightly worse if you knew all the words, but is probably a lot better for you and for your word knowledge. And I've noticed that as I learn more and more words, my strategy adapts um, to that newfound knowledge. When I was just getting into the game, I would keep a lot of very strong racks because I knew those words pretty well. Um, but I was leaving a lot of points off of the table. And once I learned those trickier words and was able to find them consistently, I did start to make higher scoring plays and not rely on the luck of the draw as much. So it's very rack management is a process that you improve upon over a long period of time with a lot of trial and error. Got you. Yeah, only up to the letter D. So, yeah, I would say it's very, very situational whether you want to play more off. In this specific instance, yeah, wow. What a nice find by opponent. The specific instance, I was feeling kind of desperate, trying to draw a blank, but we see now that opponent had both of them. And I think I might have misevaluated what I was supposed to do. Beautiful play, which, by the way, doesn't take an S. So, kind of in trouble now. Kind of in big, big trouble. Um, yeah. Hmm. So I kind of want to leave as much, like this E is pretty good, but opponent's probably going to play through it a lot of the time. So what I think I want to do is play something over here. Try and keep as much space open as possible. But only 8 letters left in the bag. That means tempo does not favor me either. If I play off 4 letters, one will have a lot of choices to not empty the bag. Yeah, I might just want to play Erd. Um, yeah, I don't really know. Hmm. Right. This is really bad. I think I've said that a lot, but it's not totally dead. I might like, yeah, I don't think that'll ever work. I can't, the problem is I can't score anything. Opponent's up 75. Yeah, it's looking really, really bad. Hmm. This seems crazy, but it just might work. Yeah. All right. I'm making this crazy play. Okay, well, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All the vowels are belong to my opponent. Hey, just Bunzo. Too bad. Again, I have the C and the L, but not the A. I'm not really sure. Yeah, this was a very interesting game. It could just be that quad was wrong. I could have misevaluated Aqua. That's definitely possible. Other than that, Hero, not really sure if I was supposed to play Yar there. Yeah, I believe that most of what I did this game was probably fine. Um, but definitely could have made a couple of improvements probably. I thought I was in good shape after end plate, but apparently not. Quad looked good, yeah. It looked so good, opponent played it too. But yeah, this was kind of like some of the games in the tournament, I would say, where stuff was kind of difficult the whole way through. Right. So yeah, the idea with Durst, trying to draw something through this E, but also trying to threaten some stuff. And by playing 5 letters, it's difficult for my opponent not to play and empty the bag. So some play it for 30 points, they would have been up around 80, 90 points. And a bingo should have eked out the win in that case. Um, so yeah, that might have been best I could do. So I have some ways to score a little bit here. Um, opponent, does opponent have outs? Possibly. I don't see any. Oh, Gorzier. Opponent has Gorzier through the R. So if I have some reasonable play that blocks that, I'll make it. But I don't know that I do. Hmm. Yeah, what do I do? That's a chess word. Luft. Threatening clue clue. What else am I threatening? That's about it. So I would be calculating this end game, I guess. And it's probably just as good to let opponent go out. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, rebetted. How is that? How is that a word? Rebetted. How did that get in? How did that sneak through? Okay, so opponent didn't play Gorsier. So we have another turn. I guess I just play Prex. Yeah. An IS. Blue takes an S, actually. So they can play there for 17. They can play for even more over here. And that'll do it. So good game. Good game to Oxygen. I think it was a pretty good game overall. Not entirely sure about everything. Maybe I do want to play Unwit instead of Entwine. Anyways, playing Churro. So well done. Good night, Blue Skies. Hello, Arlong. And yes, good luck to Churro. A ledge. A leg. It's a funny opening rack. 3 duplicates. But somehow the rack still feels pretty balanced. Allegedly. Yeah. So gleg is a word. It's an adjective. So if Churro exchanges, I think that's what I'm gonna play. Gleg. It is a word. Okay. I almost said, well, that sounds like some Collins only version of a ledge. But I thought it was too silly to be true. Well, little did I know, a ledge is a valid word. Ooh. We have a possible extension here. Churro clearly playing for content. Very nice. Typologic. So I guess I could play leggy. Doesn't seem too appetizing. Unless you are cannibal. Yeah. Yeah, graph. Extra typograph. So yeah, what are the extensions? I saw typologic. Best sees typograph, I think. If I'm to understand what's happening. Alright. There's not much to be done here, I've determined, from my years of experience playing Scrabble. So I'm gonna play leggy. And we drew into a bingo. So that's nice. We have the 7-letter word, solated. We have desolate. We have toadlets. We have... Isn't there a word with the P as well? Maybe there isn't. So yeah, podesta, but not podestal. Nice. We didn't lose a letter there. Doing that thing is like when you have a piano and you're just descending. You just like go on all the notes, like boom. It's very satisfying. Typo genes. So you guys are really trying to ruin the position here. But no worries, I'm going to play solated and get rid of most of those extensions you're suggesting. On a pedestal? I don't have my piano out at the moment. Well, I have the one back there. I don't have the one that's right beside me usually. And yeah, the reason I haven't been streaming all that much is because if you're just joining and you haven't heard, there was a tournament in my home city of Montreal this past weekend, and many people visited. One friend visited a whole week before the event, and I was hosting said friend, and I hosted a couple of other players over the weekend. So, no time to stream, but I missed it. I will get back into the groove ASAP for all of you guys. Um, yes, Wander 15 was one of the esteemed guests of the Montreal tournament. Um, I honestly instructed everybody to treat him like royalty. Um, and hopefully he will come back in future years. All right. So churro seems to have blocked the only 8-letter word that I see with this rack of womanize, but these letters are fantastic anyway. Um, we can play meow again, different spelling of meow. Doesn't seem so great, but it is possible. We have the 5-letter word zowie, which fits very nicely here, keeping our E. That is a very high valued play, keeping ME blank. With the leave, I can easily add another 30 points to the value of this play for something around 64, which isn't very useful unless comparing to other plays. So the concept of equity being the value of a play in terms of score plus the value of the leftover tiles. That is how we determine in Scrabble an estimated value of a play. So if I have another play other than Zowie that I believe compares in terms of that equity value, that's what I'll be thinking of. Something like mode for 33 probably compares because keeping this letter, the Z, is bound to help me score decently in the future. Although immediately I will draw into fewer bingos than after Zowie. But mode does block the triple, which is a nice scoring spot, as well as this N10 hotspot. Triple letter to double word, you'll see that a lot. That can score even better than a triple word score when everything is tallied up. So, what are we thinking? I think we're thinking Zowie. Let's just do it. I'm not seeing anything else. I guess Doze is an option, but the WIM, it's a nice title. It's a nice chess title, but definitely not a nice Scrabble lead. So let's do Zowie and have some fun. Fishing for a Zwischenzug. Yeah. I mean, it's possible now. Zwischenzug. Zwischenzug. Trying to pronounce the German acceptably. Zwischenzug. Switcher train or whatever. Alright, I still don't have Axer typos. And it wouldn't even allow me to play it with word validation. But We might have a triple triple on its way. I don't think so, but I've been wrong before. What about something like ending in N? Based men? What about speed man? They're all somewhat plausible words. Seedsman is a word. But it goes right off the board. So, yeah, we just really have to wait here. But while waiting, look for triple triples, I think. Amenders is a triple triple that I should have seen a lot quicker. But Churro has very strong rack of her own. Wow. Did I avoid a triple triple there myself? That could have been pretty bad. Nothing was telling me she had a good rack because she had just played off all of her letters. But very nice. Oh, meanders, of course. Yeah. Um, so I guess the highest scoring bingo would be here, right? Hmm. 91. Better than through the Z. Samizdat is a nice word. Good one, Binac. So, what to do now? I don't think there's a word here, but I didn't think there's a triple triple, so I don't trust myself. Seriema. I don't know. Nemesia. Amenities. Hmm. Enemies. Okay. Guess that works. Hmm. Disrated. Steadied. Oh no. Stro did have steadied there. I did luck out. All right. So now I feel emboldened by that. Chiro's gonna miss triple triple. I better win this game. Guess I just played jerky for many, many points. Hope to not draw a third eye. All right, that's not terrible. Play here, maybe. A Tigi. Doesn't fit anywhere. A Tigi. I almost have Gitja. Gyttja. If you don't know that word, now you do. And if you do know that word, good luck finding it in games anyway, because who would ever think of that? Gitja. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but good thing Churro isn't there to protect. Oh, Churro's Norwegian, actually, not Swedish. If anyone is Swedish, I apologize for my mispronunciation. Sagacity. Oh, you want to pronounce it getcha, 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 getcha. I see what Will did there. Very good. We like the puns on the Scrabble channel. We love the words. We love the puns. It's a beautiful expression of our passion for the game of Scrabble. All right. Fop has been played. So now I'm seeing possibility of zapateados. I don't remember if that's actually valid. So, I know what you're thinking. Isn't Josh going to play this for 21 rather than this for 27? And the answer is a resounding no. And nice play by Churro. The reason being, look at this. 5 N's, 3 U's. I was supposed to draw an N there. Yeah, what is Bomb Party? Dan Trapdoor. Alright, so it's a game now. I don't regret keeping the G, except I kind of do. Play Goth. Doesn't score much. Play under here. Kind of sucks too. Goliath doesn't quite work. I don't know. I believe that Goth is fine. Though I might run into some vowel trouble. Alright. Let's go for it. Didn't seem so great, but if you keep a G, you face the consequences. But yeah, I think Churro has a slight advantage here. I mean, both blanks are gone, but all S's are gone. Thank you for following, Maestro. Oh, that's a nice play on words. But you got 5 N's and 3 U's and 2 V's lurking. Which, if you have any arrangement of those letters, it's not so good. So I'm hoping Churro's struggling a little bit on that end. Plays Daub, plays one of the U's. Arlong just subbing. Oh no, getting gifted by Gertchie. Thank you so much, Gertchie. Gifting to Arlong, 573, who I presume might be my next opponent. So giving him that little boost. Maestro says, you're going to say Zowie next time you get hurt. Clipper, it didn't happen, is what I say. Alright, things are getting a bit tight here. I'm down 9 points, 20 in the bag. That's what I have to say. What can we do here? Farsi? Is that crazy? That's okay. That's an okay play. Can't play Cardi. Hmm. Yeah, very tricky position. Very tricky position. Yeah. Isolated still exists. No way to really, I mean, I can play this. Alright. This might lose me the game. Okay, we drew the X. Hey, Dustin. Drew the X, which I was most worried about. Here. Or here. But we drew a V, a U, another R. We have the word virtue. Which gets rid of the stuff that we don't want. Again, still need to score more than opponents. Hopefully, again, these N's are troublesome. But now there's only one U and one V that I can hope that Churro has and is struggling with. Oh, that is a click beetle. Interesting. Um, appreciate all those defines. Just popular culture. You never know if they're Scrabble words. So you don't want to get caught with one of those words in a game, not know whether it's valid. So Fire C takes an E. So we could have some plays here that score pretty well. Hoping to get this next turn, I think. Just to score a lot. Other than that, I don't really see a great place to use this X. So we just have to wait and see what Churro does. Vera, interesting. Okay. So that gets rid of the V. I think I'm gonna go with this. But there's something to be said about playing Virtue as well. I think I'm going with this. Ooh. Okay, the H is nice. But we drew an N. That means Churro can't have 5 N's. Really want Churro to have 5 N's. Alright, Lin comes down, gets rid of 2 N's. Yeah, Vax would have been nice. It's not valid in this dictionary. But I was definitely thinking about it. We're playing in the Merriam-Webster American Dictionary here. All right, so now the threats are here mostly. So I could still play Virtue. I think that's what I might do. I could play Thurl to the L, but I think this V is going to prove very annoying if I don't get rid of it right now. This way, if Churro does hit one of these spots, and that was a good draw, I think. Churro does hit one of these triple spots, that will empty the bag. Which is good for us. So, if she does empty the bag, I do see an interesting sequence of this threatening. Oh, it isn't threatening anything. Okay, but it is a score. I thought I was keeping Olio with that, but I'm not. It is a nice score. Other than that, I don't really see a great way to score here. Only up 14 too. This is going to be very down to the wire. Yeah. Hmm. Is there any way to go out in two? Don't see it. So maybe that wasn't such a good draw. Iodine, Eloin-Olean. Nope. Okay, well that is good to have, because that does threaten this. Okay, so if I play Olio first, I'm threatening to go out with Thean, which is very, very difficult to spot and to block. And I also have Thean here. Whereas if I play Thean first, Olio can be blocked. Alright, Bride is played. So I'm down 14. What does Churro have? If I play Olio, down 8. I don't think this actually wins. Play Theme first. Only up 11. Yes, block Olio. It's kind of tough to do that. I can score decently. Yeah, how does she block Olio and go out? Do this. This is very, very interesting. Yeah, she's gonna try to block Olio. Then I'm gonna play elsewhere. Perhaps here. Keep the O. I have Lovat. This is I think potentially losing endgame for me, no matter what, but might be able to steal it some way. I don't know. It might have been better to start with Olio and just assume she doesn't know or see Thean. Okay, well that works. Wow. Very, very good game, Churro. Well played. Very difficult game. I think, yeah, I think you might have been winning, but it's very difficult. I think if you play Amu and Anus, you're threatening to play Finny, which I have to block. But I didn't calculate everything. Very interesting game. Um, yeah, Henny, unfortunately that whatever website that is was um not show up in chat. So instead you should mention, I guess, what the app is without using a URL. Um, and then we'll know what you're talking about. What did people say about the end game? Hmm. Okay. Internet Scrabble Club. Gotcha. All right. So see this U. This U is very nice, but doesn't actually help, I don't think. Um, Also, I'm playing Arlong, so good luck to Arlong. I think I'm just gonna go for QI here. I feel like I've seen enough of these positions to know that QI is better than cats, but I still don't know for sure. Still don't know for sure. Because QI gives a lot of underlaps back. I don't really like that. And Gaunt doesn't take an S. So the roast leave, although it seems very, very potent, gets in the way of the duplicate T. Maybe I'll play for 60 or something. And if an overlap happens, maybe I'll get something back. I have no idea. Give me a second. We're going to do the good old coin flip. So if I get heads, this is a quarter, US quarter. Wow. If I get heads, I'll play QI. If I get tails, come on. Come on. Come on, camera. Why are you doing this? Oh my gosh. It's not focusing. Whatever. You guys know what tails is. I play cat. Alright, I got heads. So we play QI. Oh, well, I was doing the flip in the air, catch, and then flip, which is what I learned to do in America growing up. So I wouldn't know. Who is a cat team and who is QI team? All right. Now we have to know what you think in chat. Tell me what you think by responding to the poll. All right, we've drawn to roaster. Is there an anagram for roaster? I don't think so. So it plays here. 65. And I think that's about it. So, I mean, you could play it here, but that's just asking for trouble. So let's go. Okay, interesting. We might bingo twice in a row. Beamiest. All right, we are bingoing twice in a row. You want to score 74 from the 3rd to the 10th? Take this. 88. My bingo is better than yours are long. Yeah, sadly, not going to bingo a third time here. But it was nice while it lasted. Um, but yes, Gaunt not taking an S in this dictionary. Roaster fit here and here and here. But this seemed like the best placement. All right, we have a tie. Cat gang and she gang. As all things should be, perfectly balanced, right? So sadly, this hook isn't going to be put to much use. But for now, we have this play. Oops. Nalbur, thank you for following. We have this play and we have this play. I figure if our long plays to this triple through these two E's, probably going to play Delved just to take some points. I might play Delved anyway because if I draw a C, I get Deject, which is very nice. And scoring points is always good. But yeah, everybody who's here, thank you for watching and following the official Scrabble channel on Twitch. Tons of, I can't believe it's June. Like, tons of stuff is coming on this channel. You're not even going to be ready for it. But I'm going to be ready for it. And I look forward to sharing more time with I'm still flipping this coin. More time with everybody the near future on this channel. So, I could play delete now that this triple's still here. There's something that I really like about both of these plays. Delved, I could draw super well if I'm inducing a play to this D. I could really draw into Deject. That would be super nice. But the likelihood of that, drawing 4 into a bag of 55, has to be lower than 1 in 4 or something. So it's not really great fish. Whereas Jaded, I'm up by a ton, not increasing any risk at all, and keeping very balanced letters. So I think I'm going to go with Jaded. What did Henny say? He had a friend who played a word that he thought was a word, Hadongi. That's funny. You played question on the triple triple? Yeah. That's bound to make some people mad. Oh, you like clabbers? Any? Nice. Well, clabbers is a great variant of Scrabble. Were you saying you played on ISC? I've played a lot of clabbers on ISC in the past. It's a very nice variant. There's actually a I guess inputted code onto the Woogles website where you can play clabbers and it actually knows what you're doing. On ISC, it doesn't know what you're doing. It just assumes you're playing phony words. But if you play clabbers on Woogles, they actually have it so that everything that forms a word as its anagram um, is in the dictionary. So for those who are unaware of clabbers, clabbers is a variant, a very popular variant of Scrabble where you can play any word um, that can anagram to a valid word. So I could play any variation of jaded, any spelling, just as long as I use these 5 letters. It is a valid play in clabbers. So ADJDE would be a valid play. So it's up to both you and your opponent to anagram plays mid game. And the way that it used to be played online on ISC is whenever there was a dispute about a word where a player challenged another player not knowing whether they were playing a word or not, you had to adjourn the game and check the word and then restart the game. Whereas the more modern platform of Google's has it all set up. So if you challenge a play, it'll know whether it forms a word or not. And the one thing that does, that changes about the nature of clabbers is where you play when you play online on ISC or if you play in person, you have to know what you're playing. Whereas on Woogles, you don't need to know what you're playing because if it does happen to form a word, you're safe. So it does change the nature of the game in that way. Um, any case, I am an official, yeah, unlicensed Scrabble streamer as well as an official licensed Scrabble streamer. Kirchi. um, no, it doesn't have clabbers, Henny, but people do play it. There's a devoted text or chat channel for it. Okay, what's happening this game? But people just do play it. That's all I was saying. All right, what do I want to do now? I think I really want to just destroy this part of the board. So how do I do that? Nor doesn't take an E or an S, takes an M and I. So there's not really much that I need to do here. And a play will come down here anyway. So maybe I just give up on that. Overheard. Yeah, maybe I just chill here and play Yum. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, what a draw. Um, yeah. Hmm. Tool push. All right, reverb is a nice play. I was just trying to follow chat. You guys are active. We like to see it. Um, I don't think that gave me a bingo. Hmm. But maybe I have something here. Talladegum. Singular form of Talladega. Is that not even? That's not even how you spell Talladega, is it? Gladiate. Um. Hmm. Yeah, what to do? lots of interesting. I guess I just play Eves now. Just score more points. Yeah, taking a bit too long. Oh, what about... Yeah, no, that doesn't work. All right. There's lots of interesting possibilities on this board. Maybe that wasn't precise, though. Oh, Wander 15. What do you think about emote only mode? That is that was so much fun on the Tuesday stream. I enabled emote only mode, and Wander 15, who was streaming at the time, was just very very confused. Ooh, that's cool, Will. Yeah, you told me about the tattoo. Hopefully it looks good. Hopefully the finished product is nice. Doesn't know is correct. All right, so we didn't draw any vowels. So Arlong does have the opportunity to come back here. I probably shouldn't have allowed, but points are so pointy. I love points. Does anyone else love points? I don't think I'm the only one. So blog, ox. Oh, they don't have xed yet. That is true. That is not a word here. But yes, if you hate points, yeah, I mean, look where it got me. Now I can't score any points. So if I loved points before, I mean, it led me astray. Very nice play of pin. Keen strategic idea to set up an S. Now I might want to exchange. But I think I'm going to play blog. Yeah. Arlong really does have some chances here, which I didn't think was going to allow, but he's managed to get right back into the game. If he can just get down a bingo, he'll be in great shape. I've drawn a Y, so that technically counts as a vowel, depending on where you stand. But I don't see anywhere to play links. I guess I could play picks, which is really bad. The only good part about this play is it scores more than 0, and it sort of impedes part of this top level play that Arlong has just made against me. Funnily enough, this doesn't block because spiny is a word. But this does. So I might want to do something like text. That's a bit crazy. Oh yeah, links like crazy word. But I think more than likely I'll just do something like this. And try to draw something. This X is definitely preventing me from bingoing. But it's not all bad. I'm ahead of bingo, so I don't need to bingo. Problem is when you have an early position where the board is condensed in certain ways, like it was, it can be pried open in different ways. Where the extremities, the triple word lanes, are extremely valuable because the only multiplier that you have that's really worth anything on those lanes are the triple words. And so if you have a letter here or here or here or here or here, you get the point. Well, what occurs is that a bingo can happen, and that bingo will score a lot of points, but anything short of a bingo is not going to score anything. Um, so blocking those things when you have a lead tends to be very, very sacrificial in terms of how many points you're scoring. So having lanes like this reverb that, by the way, are protected by this mass of letters, there's no good way to underlap and score that way. It's essential for a comeback on many different boards that you'll see. And adding this very, very juicy spot that is very difficult to block without an S is another useful tactic that you'll see a lot as you play better and better players. They know what to do when they're behind. All right. See you, Henny. Don't worry, they're just trolling you. It's good to have you on here. And we'll catch you soon. Have fun Mario Karting. I'm glad you're learning. Yeah, people with orange names, except for Henny, tend to be trolls. Or at least from my perspective. All right, Arlong is really low on time. The difficulty now is that if he doesn't have any way to benefit from these um, lanes he's set up, it's very difficult to find a play. Now he's played Pine, which adds, excuse me, which adds an extra hook of Opine, which I also don't have. So now it's even likelier he could have a play here. And again, I don't really have great options to get rid of that, I don't think. Like, I can now play Onyx if I wanted to. And we might, oh my god. We might see the possible extension of Chalcedonics, which is not valid, I don't think, in NWL. I'm pretty sure it's Collins. But one of my good friends is named after this word, Chalced, onyx, which is a hook in Collins to chalcedony, I believe is pronounced, which is a fabric. In any case, I should make my play and talk later. And see what Arlong is going to make of this, because I'm just letting him do what he wants at this point. He could very easily come back now. Although I've drawn into XU. The IA? I don't get it by neck. Man, these O's. What is going on? What a play of Pine under time pressure. I have no idea what's happening anymore in this game. There's so much, what would you call it? Entropy right now. Board entropy. Just complete madness. This crazy hook, this lane that's hard to block. It's very interesting. Ah, it's World of Warcraft. Okay, Speciate comes down. Blocking XU, scoring 70 points, using the T I opened. Oh my god. I really want to play EAU here to set up my X. Next turn I get Zax for 65. What a crazy play. Is this valid in this? I think I'll just go with that. Hope I draw into something like Axolotl. Nope. I probably should have played EAU just for funsies. But yeah, I'm just leaving all this open. Oh, I probably should have just played Zax's. Yeah, Zax's was 67. Yeah, I definitely should have just played Zax. Oh, I didn't have that. Okay. I didn't have an E and an S. Never mind. I want to fish for like xylitols. Guess I have this. Man, Arlong, I mean, is playing a really interesting game, but sadly the time is getting the better of him. Yeah, XY lol, exactly. Okay. So let's play off the G. We have to play for content. So if we play off the G, we go for axolotl. But we don't go for xylitols. I could be just throwing this game though. Why would I do this? Should I just play Taxol? I'm up 32. I'll be up 71. This is the boring play. This is a really boring play. Okay, I'm playing off the G. And I need an O. Alright. Nope. Yeah, see, this is this is the problem, guys. This is why it's not necessarily a great idea to fish. Um, yeah. Oi. I think he's probably going to try to block the B or something. There's nowhere to play it anymore. Yeah, Taxol is definitely going to win the game, I think. Hmm. Do this. Okay, he's over 2 minutes. So I'm actually only down 2 right now. And these letters are not very good. Walnut. I have walnut blogs. Walnuts blog. Any of you love walnuts? I hate them, but this is for people that like walnuts. Okay. He's played foul. How do I win? Wall for 20. If I could play law, then he might have the other F. So if I play gnaw, setting up a G and an S. So let's try that. This A is so good though. I don't want to get rid of it. Yeah, this is very complicated. I'm down 6. I have tufts, I guess. Okay. Um, Somewhere to play off PL. Plum. I should eke it out. He's now down by 2, yeah. But without the time, he would have won. Ah, awful, nice. Yeah, that's a word that I have tough time seeing. That's a good play. All right, so I have 25 there, and I have 30 there. 30 here, 25 here, and that'll do it. You can initiate it right now. You can initiate it right now if you'd like, Will. But if you can't, you can't. All right, so I think I was winning anyway. Yeah. 410 to 308 if it weren't for the time. Anywho. Yeah, overhearing is interesting. Yovitron playing Babel. But yeah, that'll do it. Good game to Arlong. Yeah, he had no way of checking Snaw, but yeah, well done. Good comeback. I was definitely playing some weird words in that game that were probably not so great, but yeah, you did really, really well to keep the game alive. And good game to everyone else. Game to Churro. That was a really close game as well. And good game to Oxygen Monobromide, I think. In any case, yeah, so Will is gone. So nobody can actually physically raid somebody. But if people want to watch some word games, we have Vesike. Yeah, that would have hurt. Good game to Dustin. Yes, of course. Always good game to Dustin. We can go to this person. We want to watch some Babel. And I believe that Austin Shin is probably live as well. Unless he's away. We can check that out. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. That's all my time for today, and I'll see everybody next week or on my own stream earlier. So, yeah, good night and good day.